Okay, we're here for part 2 of time intervals. So, this one says, Sam started reading at 5:45. He read for 30 minutes. When does he finish reading? So I'm just going to do what I was doing on the last page. I'm going to add 5:45 plus 30 minutes. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. My dots and 5. Wait a minute. Something doesn't look right here. He finished reading at 5:75? That doesn't sound right. I've never said 75 minutes before. So that just doesn't sound right. Why not? Because that 75 minutes is way too big. So how can we fix the problem? We've got 75 minutes here. How can we fix that problem? Wait a minute. We do this in adding all the time. When a number gets too big, we regroup the tens. Oh, maybe we should do something similar with this. So we had 75 minutes. And how big, so at 75 minutes, how many minutes in an hour? You're right, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So if we're going to regroup 75 to hours and minutes, we need to subtract that hour. So if we subtract that hour, we are going to get 15. So that's 75 minutes really equaled 60 minutes, which is 1 hour plus 15 minutes. That is super cool. So now when I get over here, I'm going to change this. It's not going to be 75 anymore. It's going to become 1 hour and 15 minutes. So my 15 minutes, and I'm going to add that hour, and now it becomes 6:15. Let's see if that actually works when we do it on our clock. So that is 5:45. And we're going to go 30 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We went over the top, so that means we went past the 12. That means our hour hand now moves. So it's 6:15. We got it. Awesome. Rainey started reading at 2:55, sorry. She read for 1 hour and 20 minutes. 1 hour, 20 minutes. When did she finish reading? So I'm going to add 5, 7, 3. Okay, here I did it again. I've got 75, which is more than 60. So if I take 60 away from that, take 1 hour away from it, I'm left with 15 minutes. So now I have 1 hour plus 15 minutes. So this will be my 15 minutes, and then I have my hour, which I have to add to that hour, so it's 4:15. I hope you're seeing that. Okay, our last activity. So here we go. We need to see if we can find the end time. So you're going to add these together and see if you can find the end time. Remember that if your minutes is bigger than 60, you can't have that. So you're going to have to change it, take away 60, take away that hour, add the hour, and see what your minutes is left. So try figure it out, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I'm going to add 10, 7, 8, and 3. Okay, we don't have 80 minutes in an hour, so we're going to take an hour out of that. So there comes my hour. Remember, that's 1 hour. I'm taking it away. And then I'm left with 20 minutes. So now I've got my hour, which I have to add to this one. So he turns into 4, and I had 20 minutes. So if I start something at 3:46 and I do it for 34 minutes, it will be 4:20 when I'm finished. Hope you got that answer when you were doing it yourself. 1 and 7 is 8. 5 and 1 is 6. And 6. Oh, that one's just over an hour. So I'm going to take my minutes. I'm going to subtract 60, which is my hour. So now I have an hour to add over there. And I'm left with 8. So now I have 8 minutes left, and I have my 6 plus that extra hour I took away. So I finished at 7:08. Hope you got that one too. You're doing awesome. 5 and 9 is 14. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. So we finished this activity at 11:74, but we can't have 74 minutes, so we're going to take that hour away. Those 60 minutes, that hour, and we're left with 14. So this hour, 1 hour, we have to add over here, so he's going to be over there. And we have 14 minutes left, and when we add those two together, it's 12:14. Wonderful! Last one. 5 and 4 is 9. 3 and 4 is 7. The 2 and 3 is 5 and 1. So we got 15:79. So we cannot have that 79. So we're going to take that 79 minus the 60. And we are left with 19. We have that whole hour, which we need to add to this guy. So now he turns into 16. And we have 19 minutes left over. So 16:19. And if you don't want to leave that at 16, we could figure it out. So 13 would be 1. 14 would be 2. 15 would be 3. 16 would be 4. That would be another way of saying 4:19. All right, that's what you're going to be doing today, grade 4. So you've got one page to do. Yeah. So the first activity is just like our first sheet we did in our video today. The clock shows the time Kate started reading. What time did she finish reading? Draw an arrow on the clock to show the time she finished. So here's the example. She started at 5:10. She read for 20 minutes, so they skipped around to the 20. They drew that hand in there. So what time was it when she finished? It would be 5:30. So Kate started reading at whatever time this is. You need to count 15 minutes, draw the new minute hand, and tell what time it is. Here, she's going to read for 23 minutes. You're going to jump 23 minutes, draw the new minute hand, and then tell what time it says. So here, they're reminding you what you needed to do. Started at 1:28:21. He read for 36 minutes. What time did he finish? They're adding them together. So you're just going to add those times together. Here they want you to take 60 minutes away as an hour. So they said there's 2:65, 2 hours and 65 minutes. We know we can't have 65 minutes, so they took 60 away and added it to the hour, and they were left with 5. So you're going to take 60 away, add the 1 to the hour, and what do you have left over? Okay, so that's all you have to do there is trade the minutes for an hour. Here you're going to add and regroup. This is just like what we were doing on the last activity where you're going to be over, your minutes is going to be over an hour. So you're going to have to take that hour away. And they show you how to do that down here. And then you have some story problems. Nina goes to bed at 7:45 p.m. Evan's bedtime is 30 minutes later. What time does Evan go to bed? So you have to figure that out. Next question. Tess puts chicken in the oven at 2:45 p.m. It took 1 hour and 40 minutes to bake. At what time should she take it out? So figure out what time she's going to take it out. Cody started reading at 3:33. He finished at 2:27. How long was he reading? See if you can figure that out. And if there's a real challenge for you, muffins need to bake for 22 minutes. You want them to be ready at 6 p.m. When should you put the muffins in the oven? So that is what you're going to be doing today, grade 4. If you need to, listen to the video twice about how you're going to do these pages. The first couple questions won't be too hard. It's when you got to change those minutes for an hour that might be a little tricky. But I think if you watch it again, you can figure it out, or you can ask Mrs. Hickey or I for help. So I hope you enjoy part 2 of time intervals.